My 32M girlfriend, 35F, said she's unlucky to have me. Hi guys. I just want to know your thoughts about this. My girlfriend and I have been together for almost a decade. We met in law school but haven't passed the bar yet. Most of our law school friends are already married and have families. We always say that we should achieve our goals first before getting married and starting a family. My girlfriend's family is rich, and I'm from an average household. My girlfriend and I have a mobile bar business. The income is just enough for day-to-day expenses. When we talk about our friends, she tells me stories about how some of her girlfriends have a slow life, not working because of rich husband, about them having their own house, or buying whatever luxury brand accessories they like. Last night she paid her tuition fee for the bar review center. She keeps telling me that I should have paid for it, and that I must already have a provider mindset. I was shocked when she suddenly said that she was unlucky to have me. I told her that what she said hurt me. She said that it was just a joke, and didn't mean to say it. Even as a joke, it still hurts hearing from the one you love say that she's unlucky to have you. I left and went to bed. I feel unappreciated and a loser. I keep thinking that I might not be able to provide a good life for her. She's a good person, but this really hurt me bad. I keep wondering if she is feeling any regret that she chose to have a relationship with me. That maybe there's a little thought in her mind that she doesn't want me anymore. What would you guys feel if your partner suddenly said they're unlucky to have you? What will you do after? Edit. To clarify, we spent 5 years in law school, then pandemic happened. We took the bar once and failed. Afterwards we both worked. Now we just own a business. We're also currently reviewing for the bar to try again. It wasn't a joke. It was the truth she accidentally said out loud. People use "it's a joke" as an emergency exit when they say something cruel and see the hurt it caused. She meant it in that moment. That would be very hurtful, and I'd be reconsidering the relationship. Why are you still together? This doesn't sound like a happy relationship. Clearly she is building resentment towards you because she is jealous of her friends marrying into money. Eventually she is either going to cheat, leave you for someone else. How did you meet studying law 10 years ago, but haven't passed the bar yet? I would break up if my partner seriously said that about me. She's not a good person. Good people do not bring their partner down with dating what she did. Because some things you just can't take back, nor can the receiver of that message forget what has been said. So what now? Do you want to be a provider for a woman who will measure your worth in how much money you bring in and how easy you make her life? Sounds like she's not looking to work at all, so the pressure might always be on you. Be very careful not to ruin your life with the wrong people at your side, especially partners. Since you've asked what would you do, that sentence, unlucky to have me, I am pretty certain it would be the beginning of the end for me. How does my husband 33M not see what he's doing? Me 32F. I snapped today, and in trying to get both of our kids ready so I can go to an appointment, my husband asked me why I insisted on taking our older 2 years old as he was acting up so much, and I said, because I'd rather do this on my own. You will hang this over my head. For context ATM, I'm admitted to a mother and baby unit for severe PPD, but right now I'm on leave. I stay at home and go back for apts. For a while now, we've had loads of arguments, and within those arguments he constantly tells me how he does everything, how he took the kids so I could go to the gym, how he's felt like a single dad to our toddler. He's been on paternity leave since our daughter was born 6 months ago. I don't do enough. I'm a massive disappointment. I snapped today, and I said the root of this issue is you don't love me anymore. And he said, just remember, I woke up fine, you're the one who's moody and making problems. I feel like I'm going crazy. I'm so fucking tired. Telling you that you're a disappointment was horrible. Postpartum depression is real, so he should have understand that. He's compounding your PPD from the sounds of it by being a hypercritical asshole. Any chance you can take a breather by staying with family for a while? I'm so sorry. Having a 6-maleo and a 2-year-old toddler is really hard. You're both in survival mode, and you're still worse off than he is. This isn't a competition about who has it worse, because you're both really hurting, but remembering that you are a team. Don't you dare have another child with him. Fuck him and his bullshit. Listen, mama, focus on getting healthy for you and the kids. Leave them at home when you need to run errands, hit the gym, and go to appointments. Tune out his immature passive-aggressive bullshit. Come up with a mantra you can say to yourself every time he says something negative. I need you to get better for yourself and your babies so you can finally see you deserve better. One day at a time, sending hugs. Your husband is abusing you, and you will be shocked by how much better you feel once you leave him. This is coming from someone who was treated so poorly in pregnancy that my partner nearly killed me without putting a hand on me aside from knocking me over in my 4th month. I gave birth prematurely and was at risk for a stroke and literally losing my eyesight. I dumped him a couple weeks after the baby arrived, and my health turned around almost immediately. You need to leave your husband. Read this book. I wonder if you have PPD or are just exhausted with a shitty husband? Sometimes the clarity makes us feel depressed. Ick. They can both exit and not be mutually exclusive. You aren't a disappointment. He's supposed to be a dad. He's supposed to watch his own kids, so you can go to the gym. Y'all both need sleep. I'm so sorry. It's hard to even exist this exhausted. My 30 female, husband, 31 male, because perfect after I tried to break up with him. I need advice. We've been together 6, almost 7 years. We got in a massive fight that had me screaming about ending the relationship. Suddenly he's doing everything right. Doing housework. Making dinner for the first time in months. Buying me little gifts. Showing me consistent love that I hadn't received in years. Texting back. I feel awful, but it makes me uncomfortable. I have been so sure for months that I couldn't continue, and then he turns around and does this. For those who have left, how did you stick to your guns? And for those who stayed after this, was this just love bombing or did it last? Opie, this should make you more furious than ever. He could have done this any time he wanted to. He just didn't care. I found it doesn't last. It's fear-based of them losing control of the situation, and it's a power play. Give it a week or 2 more, and it probably will end. Unless it's a genuine awakening and him realizing you're serious. If he starts slowly getting back into old patterns and you notice it, just go ahead and leave. That will show you it was never genuine, nor about changing for the sake of the relationship, or the betterment of becoming a better partner. But to gain enough of your trust back, to make you feel the love again for him, so you're back emotionally attached. And so you'd be back in the cycle again. I've had this happen. Twice. The first time I got sucked back in, and 3 months later, it was worse before the blow-up. He just regressed even further now I was back, and he thought he had me nabbed. Second time, I just got the ick so bad. Because he was capable of doing everything I needed, was capable of being an attentive partner and considerate. He just didn't want to do it while I was drowning because it wasn't worth it to him. But the very real threat of me leaving and him having to do everything on his own was the reason he did it. So I left. Do you want to stay with someone who is capable of being a functional partner, or just does it to mitigate a situation they don't want to deal with? This is showing you that he could have stepped up any time in the last 6 years, but didn't bother until he realized you were actually leaving, and his comfort was threatened. Your unhappiness wasn't enough for him to change. It wasn't until he realized that there was a real cost for him that he made an effort. Will it last? Unlikely. Once he feels that you have calmed down and are willing to exist in a tolerable state of unhappiness, his efforts will drift off. First of all, he won't keep this up. As soon as he realizes he has you again, he will change right back to who he really is. Secondly, if he's so perfect now, that means he was actively trying not to be before, which means he's been disrespecting you this whole time and or didn't care enough. The only reason he is being nice now is because he's about to lose his gravy train. Don't fall for it. Has he apologized and promised to do better from now on? No. You need to get that apology and promise out of him. If he refuses, then he's just reacting to the fight instead of making a genuine change. Is my girlfriend, 25F, cheating on me with her guy best friend, 24M? So my girlfriend and I are hitting a rough patch right now. It started when I asked her why she seems happier spending time with her friends than with me. After that chat, I felt like something changed between us. One day, she went to the bathroom, and I thought it would be funny to surprise her at the door as a joke. But while I was waiting, I overheard her talking to her guy best friend on the phone. They've been friends since grade school, and I never had a problem with him until then. While she was in the bathroom, her guy best friend called. My girlfriend told him she was busy on the toilet and would send the file later. In a joking way, her friend said he wanted to hear her pee. Laughing in funny voice, my girlfriend asked, "You really want to hear me pee?" That made my heart sink, and I wondered if there was something more going on, but I quickly shrugged it off. I brought it up with her, and she insisted it was just a joke. We argued about it, but eventually we managed to talk it out. In the days that followed, I felt this weird urge to check her phone because of what happened, which I almost never do. Given everything, I decided to look for messages between her and her guy best friend. I found some normal chats, but when I checked the recently deleted messages on iMessage, I found one with his number. The message said, "Check Telegram." I immediately checked her Telegram, but everything was wiped. She explained that their conversations were about me and her frustrations about the relationship, and she deleted them because she didn't want to hurt my feelings. My girlfriend is venting out to her guy best friend. Now we're in a big disagreement and trying to work things out. How can I move forward and rebuild trust? Do you think there's anything suspicious in her actions? Her guy best friend is the typical bestie that wants to smash, waits patiently until things start to go wrong to attack. She knows this, has him sitting in the bench, and is thinking about bringing him over to the field. This is best case scenario. Do what you will with this information. She's disrespecting you by speaking to him and not you about your relationship. Dump her and move on. Up to team. If you don't trust her, it's time to end the relationship. A minimum, she's emotionally cheating. You should rethink this relationship. Her excuse is as bad as cheating. Venting to her guy bestie, who wants to hear her pee. I wouldn't believe her personally. And I didn't waste my time with women who had guys as best friends, because it's never just friendship. Step 1. Don't date a girl with a guy best friend. That is not insecure or controlling or toxic. It is called having self-respect and setting a healthy boundary for yourself. Nothing but drama follows being in a situation like this, just as you are discovering now.